Hi, my name is Carla Young. I'm a student at EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. I'm in the group Botticelli, and I'm going to be showing you some of the basics of the smartboard today. First thing you want to do is come right down here to the bottom and hit the on button, and it's green. Hear it running, so it's starting up right now. It takes a few minutes to warm up, so don't be worried if it takes a little while. When it comes up, you're going to see a blue screen. It'll look a lot like a computer screen at home or a laptop screen when it starts up. Okay, this is our startup screen. And once the board comes up, the next thing we want to do is calibrate it, which we're going to use these two buttons right here in the front. One of them has a mouse on it and the other one has a picture of a keyboard on it. And you're going to press them down at the same time, and this screen will pop up. When this screen pops up, you're going to press the middle of the targets, and this is going to calibrate your screen to make sure that everything is in the right spot and centered where it's supposed to, so that when you're touching stuff on the smartboard, it clicks in the right spot where you touch. So I'm going to go ahead and press the targets. Okay, so now we got our screen calibrated. We're going to go over here to Smart Notebook. This is where you can kind of keep track of all your notes and stuff like that. Write notes and anything you want to do with your class.
Can you show me how to work with text?
Okay, if we're going to work with text, you have a couple different options. We can click right here, pull up the keyboard. I'm going to write. Maybe I want to tell the student, hey, I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. Maybe I want to flip it upside down. I can move it. Do whatever I want to do. Let's move it back around. Also, if I wanted to, I could highlight. You have a bunch of different options down here, just like if you were working in Microsoft Word. You could change the color, change the font, which we can. Let's choose something fun. That one's not fun. That one's pretty. Let's pick that one. Okay, we're going to go with that. You just have pretty much all the options that you'll find in Microsoft Word or any place like that you have right here too. And also, if you click the arrow and you'll pull up a drop-down menu, you can also delete. And delete. Okay.
Can you show me how to work with objects?
Okay, when you're working with objects, the smartboard and the notebook, you have pretty much a bunch of different things you can do, but we have shapes down here if you want to work with shapes, but we also, for objects, over here, go right here to pictures, and we have numbers, which I'm going to be a math teacher, so numbers is kind of my thing, okay? And with the numbers, okay, so if I want to choose this image and say I want my page full of threes, another thing you can do with the objects or the words is you can go down here to the drop-down menu to infinite cloner, and I can clone a bunch of different threes. Maybe 3 is my favorite number or my lucky number. So, do the thing.
Just tap the whole screen.
Select all of these all at once and delete. And then it just leaves you with your original, which you have to do. Go to the infinity sign, turn off infinite cloner, go down, and delete.
Can you show me how to use work with objects as well as hiding and causing it to come back and reveal itself?
Okay, we can go right here to pictures. Okay, I got a picture of a sandwich, and down here, this has obviously a lot of pictures that you can choose from. So I'm going to go right here, click the keyboard, and go to, I'm going to type drink in, go to search, pictures, and I'm going to choose the glass of water. Now I'm going to go here again, click the keyboard, and I'm going to type in smile search pictures and this one. Okay. I'm going to move these around where everybody can see them good. Okay. So, one thing I can do is go ahead and select the picture you want to disappear. You're going to go over here to this option. Fill effects. We're going to slide this all the way over to make the picture completely transparent. And then we're going to go to object animation, fade in, and then it occurs when the object is clicked. So we're going to click right here. I'm going to add a plus sign, equal sign, and there we go. This would be useful for things like, for me, since I'm going to be a math teacher, something I could do with this would be, for instance, typing in and writing an algebra equation on the board and going ahead and having all the steps written on the board before the students come in, and then having all the last steps disappeared and making them appear as we go through the problem.
Okay, can you show me something fun that would use a multimedia object?
Let's see. We can go right over here, and we're going to go to the Lesson Activity Toolkit, to Games, and Interactive and Multimedia. And we have some dice pulled up. You also have other options, board games, crossword, but we're going to use the dice, and they have them in different languages. So obviously I'm going to pull an English one over, and then I'm going to pull one over with numbers on it. Okay, click right here. And what this basically is going to do is if you tap on it, it's going to spin. That one will pull the number up. It tells you the number it lands on
5
when it lands. It makes it kind of fun for the kids if you're in their groups, or if you're playing a guessing game with them. They want to let them
2
predict which number it's going to land on.
3
Okay, and then I can click the mouse down here and delete. Click and delete.
Okay, can you pull up a website and show me how to save items as a capture and then pull back the original image so that you can go back and forth between?
That's one of the really fun things about the smartboard is I can come to the internet and I can either type it in just like with the keyboard, like I did with the text, or I could write it right here, which is really neat. Okay, then I'm going to pin down, I'm going to select it. Okay, and you see the dotted lines, it's got the whole text selected. And I'm going to click the double A's right here, which from far away, it kind of looks like a mountain peak. Click that, and it's going to tell me to touch wherever I want this text to be moved to, which I'm going to put it right here. And there we go, it's going to bring up the website. And we have the web page right here. Once you get to the web page you want to go to, which depending on your subject, you can pull up any kind of website you want to pull up, but I'm just pulling up our class blog. I can go and say, I want to talk about the most recent blog post, which is on October 30th. And this is really important, so I'm going to start and draw arrows. If you're on a website that is teaching in my subject, an algebra that has examples of algebra equations, I could be taking notes over here, doing that, or I could be drawing something around this, telling people to remember it. But then once I got all the notes written on here that I want people to know, all I have to do is go over here to Smart Ink, right up here in the corner, click it, and we're going to go to the camera, which says capture. Okay? Alright, so this, we're going to go right here. And this is our screen capture of what we just have pulled up. And it looks exactly like the web page with our notes on it. This is a good way where you can once you have made the notes on the web page, so the students don't have to sit there and worry about, oh my gosh, I have to write all of it down right now before it's erased. And they're not really paying attention or hearing what you're saying because they're too busy trying to write everything down. You can just screenshot, capture it and make copies of it later, or capture it and upload it to the web page and let them pull it up on their computers. Another option you can do with it is you can go to File and Save As, and you can type in, you can choose whatever folder you want it to go to, Documents, which if you have a certain folder, and you can type in whatever you want right here, which I'm going to put EDM 310, and then that saved it for me, and then I'll be able to pull it back up. If you have more than one capture, they'll all be listed over here where the page is inside the notebook. You can pull them up right here, switch between them. And I'm going to go back to the internet now and erase what I did. We're just going to erase it. Okay. So I'm erasing. Alright, now I have everything erased on here. But I'm going to switch back to my notes, and it's still on the capture page. All the notes are still there. So I can switch back and forth, and they're still there. Alright, and that's pretty much the basics of the smartboard and everything you need to know.